Chapter 2, everyone. Let's go. We're doing chapter 2. We're doing chapter 2. Hey, hey, hey! Ranboo, my muse and ghoulish life companion. How fareth thee on this fine spring morning? All the finer for seeing you. Hubba hubba! Okay, not sure why that came out of my receiver. I've never said that before in my life. Please don't tell anyone that I'm like this. Look, honestly, Hubbas and Notwood aside, I'm just super stoked to see you. That little demon, he's... No, little Billy! Little Billy, I beseech you, could you please go bother literally anyone else in Dialtown today?
Well, yes, I could, which is what makes this all the more special.
I swear to phone god, you low center of gravity hobgoblin.
So, what you gonna do about it, huh? You can't physically attack me, Plaid Daddy, not unless you want to get sentenced to life on the electric chair.
Ranboo, I implore you, murder him with your bare hands, and I'll back up your alibi, please. All right, enough. Scram, you hooded gremlin.
Or what?
Come on, man. You'll know I'll cartwheel kick you in your formless gonads.
Fine, fine.
I've got some weird looking bugs I found under my dad's mattress to fry, under my magnifying glass anyway.
See ya, bozos.
Oliver, shouldn't he be in school right now? Is this one of those weird weekends the old ones prophesize about? Nah, as far as I know, little Billy got suspended recently for turning the staircases in his school into makeshift water slides. Well, that doesn't sound so bad. He didn't use water for the fluid part of the water slide. What did he use? Wait, what else? Wait, what else could he use? I'm not gonna think about it for too long because then my mind goes to places where I don't want it to. Juvie would be too good for him. He needs to be government contained. Thanks for scaring him off, by the way. That one, he scares me. Anything for you, Oliver. Anything, you say? So, I take it that you are indeed willing to assist me in filming this groovy feature-length picture, then. I'm willing to direct a movie with you, if that's what you mean. It was indeed what I meant, yes! Oh, by the way, Mr. Dickens should be passing this here counter any moment, and I'm gonna ask him to relieve me from my post so we can finish filming the movie. Anything I need to know before I make a fool of both myself and or of you? Specifically, yeah, there is one thing, actually. I might need you to back me up on an itty-bitty fib of mine. Hell yeah, man. I love sinning. Time to lie. Hey now, I don't exactly see this as a barefaced lie, per se. More of a subtle, less blatant lie. Okay, then spill the beans, man. What's up? So, like, I haven't really been as honest with Mr. Dickens about the progress of the film that I should have. He thinks it's basically finished, doesn't he? Wow, right on the money. Oh, you should be a green diviner of some sort. Say, any idea what next week's okay, give me a second. Say, any idea of what next week's winning lottery numbers might be? I'm sure there will be a 3 in there somewhere. Any idea how many 3s there will be? I didn't read that part. Whoops. Right. Thanks. That's my pension plan sorted then. Oh, shoot. Look, Groovy, here he comes. I have an idea for this one. There we are. Okay. Wait. Okay.
Tally-ho, gents! Ah, bloody fine afternoon, innit?
Oh, right then. I believe introductions are in order. Ranboo, this is my groovy mentor, employer, and good pal, Ebenezer Dickens.
Charmed.
Mr. Dickens, this is Ranboo, my green friend. Don't you mean your green boyfriend? Oh, right. I mean...
Oliver, my boy. Tut, tut, tut. You assured me that you wanted the rest of the evening off for a strictly cinematographical foray.
I do, Mr. Dickens.
Oh, very well, very well. As long as we have a finished flick by the end of this evening, everything should be right as rain. Ooh, speaking of... You did tell me that the movie is nearing completion, did you not, old chum?
Oh, of course, sir. Progress has been as gnarly as can be. One more day of filming is all we need, I reckon.
Jolly good show, my boy. Because I'm afraid that our utilities bills are beyond due, and I don't know how much longer we can keep this show running.
How long have those bills been on your desk?
A few weeks, at the very least.
Yikes. How do you still have electricity in here?
Well, you see, old chum, if you take a good hard gander at the ceiling, you may notice that I've merely strung lanterns from the rooftop.
Are those fireflies in the lanterns?
Kerosene is out of our budget, I'm afraid, old top.
Well, this is grim.
Ah, but this movie might just bring the people back. And if it doesn't, we'll just have to close our doors for the rest of the time eternal. No pressure, lads.
Right. We'd better get to work then, since there's just so much at stake.
Say, Oliver, before you go, could you hastily fetch my pocket watch from my desk? I assure you, it'll take but a jiffy.
You bet, Mr. Dickens. One portable clock on a string coming up.
Now then, it would seem that you and I have a solitary moment together.
Why do you need portable time anyway? The way I see it, stuff is always happening in the present. So who cares what the clock has to say? The correct time is right now.
Well, some of us have jobs, engagements, and other such obligations that require diligent timekeeping to keep up with.
All that sounds dreadful. I'm sorry for your loss.
It matters not anyway. Sorry about that. It matters not in any way as It matters not anyway as, and I do apologize profusely for the deceit. My pocket watch is presently in my pocket. I merely orchestrated this momentary interruption in order for us to have a brief moment to speak.
About what?
Well, you see, I wanted to ask that you take good care of my boy, Oliver. You see, I once had a family, but alas, my wife is no longer of this world, and my own sons have all left the nest, so to speak.
Whoa, dude, you have a nest too?
Somehow, I feel as though you may be referring to a literal nest rather than a figurative one.
Aren't you?
I am not, no. Look, I'm not here to judge your past, or even Oliver's choice of acquaintances.
For your information, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that one.
Well, you see, look, Oliver's a young man. It is his time to make his own place in the world. Forge his own future, carve his own frontiers, and all that developmental riffraff. Oliver is much like myself, in that he once had a family, but no longer does.
Well, that's just depressing.
Sometimes fate compels two people to stick together. Whoops. Perhaps you and Oliver were fated to cross paths, just as he and I were.
So you're saying it's destiny, baby?
Perhaps not. After all, who are you and I to dictate what the stars wish to see? I find that the worth of one's life is often measured by the strength of the bonds one holds. And the measure of Their wildest dreams too, perhaps. Because what is life without purpose, without drive? Tell me, lad, do you have a dream?
I want to be rich and big, smoking hot babes, and race fast cars. No. I want to see my kids grow up big and strong.
My apologies, my green friend. You didn't instinctively strike me as a father.
Well, almost a dad. My egg clutch has to hatch first.
I see, yes.
Big man, would you like to see my eggs?
Lad, all I'm asking is that you do your best to encourage Oliver. Raise his spirits should they falter, and ensure that he finishes this film. By any means necessary. Short of removing his fingers with a pair of bolt cutters, perhaps.
Can do, sir.
Superb, that's just what I like to hear.
Rightio, Ollie's back, baby. Mr. Dickens, I scoured your desk, moved all your papers, but alas, there was nary a watch to be found.
Oh, would you look at that? My pocket watch was in my pocket this whole time. I should have figured, since that's where its own name indicates it ought to be. My, what a humbling fool you have for an employer. Now, toddle off, you two.
Come on, Ranboo, we've got a cinema to save. All right, off we pop then. See ya, Mr. Dickens. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to press the button, the FX button anymore. All right. Well, that wouldn't have been as well as I could have expected. Kudos on mostly not speaking. That was an extremely strategic move on your part. Thanks, I pride myself in being able to respect authority and take directions. That's great to hear. Give yourself a pat on the back. Don't tell me what to do. Right. Right, so what now? Well, if we're making a movie about you, then what we need is lore. I'm done. You've got to be kidding. Holy, yes! Oh my God, yes! Now this is what I'm talking about. Ranboo's doing lore. It's happening. It's happening, everyone. Get ready. Oh my God, lore stream. Holy crap. I can't believe this. Lore? Oh, you know, info about you, story content. Something for the audience to chew over. So, are we going for gasps or pants wetting? Pal, if you have something gnarly enough to make our audience crap themselves, I'd love to see it. You do sure say the word gnarly a lot, don't you? Thanks, I think so too. What we need is something truly wretched to hook our captive viewers in. Something extraterrestrial, perhaps. Oh, I didn't read it because I thought, did I or did I not woo home yesterday on a bicycle while you sat hunched in a basket? Crap. Right, so I kind of wanted to ask, and don't take this personally. Are you some kind of funky alien? Like, what exactly are you? That's a personal question. Okay, fine. I guess you gotta give a little. I guess you gotta give a little before folks just volunteer that sort of info. Just between you and me, I'm totally a human. Are you making fun of me? No, it's not like that at all. I just don't get the secrecy, is all, I guess. Oh, I couldn't read that one part. Okay, sorry. That's completely fair. I should really know better. You know, this is a red flag. How is this a red flag? He's asking on whether or not he is human. That is a first date question. Because I'm gonna be real, right? Like, that's like the bar for me. You know, that is the bar. You know, and then it just goes up from there. Like, are they human? Yes, no. If it's yes, then by God, so far they're a dateable. You've never been on a date? Well, okay. I mean, still, like when I do, I'll ask that question, and I'll just double check. The bar is on the ground. No, it's not. It's not. You know, what we need is something that will really hit home. Home. Ranboo, are you? Come to my domicile. To your tent. Come to my tent. Wait, you're inviting me into your tent? If we want strange kooky lore to make friend and foe alike crap their britches, my tent is likely our ace in the hole. Radical. Let us make haste then. Inviting over Oliver to my tent. Guess you could say things are getting a little serious. You know? That's the second question that you ask, is whether or not they want to go back to your tent. Welcome to Casa de la Mi. All right. Feel free to pee anywhere that isn't my box bed. I will instantly reclaim it. Via a fetid red urine stream if I must. Though if you do crap in the corner, do wipe before sitting down on any surfaces. That is vile. I'm not an animal after all. Whoa. I'm in your lair. Eee! I mean, like, yeah, right. This is, like, gnarly and junk, I guess. You're doing an adorably poor job of hiding your excitement. Aw, shucks. I mean, it's just really intriguing, you know? You have no idea how long I've been wondering exactly what your lair looked like, you know? You mean for the last 36 hours or so? Yep, and boy, what a day and a half that was. So, right. I'm now, in fact, brandishing my camera, so let's get to filming then. Right, so, what should I be doing? Do you want me to do a dance? Well, is it a good dance? No, it is not. All right, scratch that then. Oh, hey, maybe we should record some actor commentary for, like, the press release and junk. But I'm so shy. My lifestyle is atypical. A whole lot of folks out there have messy abodes, you know? The connection might make you come off to the audience as a real flutterbum. What? You can be what the kids call relatable. Oh, heaven knows I'm relatable. I must be. You really mean it? Just you watch, dude. You'll be the bee's knees. I forgot that that's how I look. I forgot that I'm a flesh phone. Can you state your name for the camera, sir? Ah, I see. Let's move on from the commentary idea, maybe. Move on to something that doesn't place my pricey equipment anywhere near that mug of yours. Yes, fair. So what now, Chief? I guess you could just act candid? Candid, like a dog? The only dog I know particularly well is also a man and a hobo. And God. Yeah, don't act like him. People cross the street to avoid him. You don't like God? The dude begs for change when he can just conjure matter at will. That's peak laziness. You gotta marvel at that hustle, though. Look, just do whatever you normally do whenever you're at home for an extended period of time, okay? I take it full nudity might be a touch too. No, so, mark down days on my calendar till I hit the average age of death. Firstly, are you going off the average human mortality age? Because, let's face it, that probably doesn't apply to you in the slightest. Well, how else do I predict my own natural demise? Do other egg layers have shortish lifespans? I think turtles live for, like, forever? Youch, that's rough. But, hey, at least your groovy lifestyle ought to shave a few years off that, right? So more cough nectar. Okay, can I just say, like, we have normalized too much in this game. Like, I am saying these sentences without giving it a second thought. Like, they are completely normal things. I am worried for how this game is going to affect my social skills. What if I start calling my spit cough nectar? What then? Will I get re-invited to the party? Probably not. Ironically, chugging cough nectar, once again, becomes the cure. People drink thickened synthetic raspberry syrup to feel normal? Oh, just tasteless. Just tasteless hat kids with common colds. I'm drinking cough syrup. Oh. Don't worry, the rest of us drink it for the right reasons. Ooh, had me worried there for a second. Oh, and secondly, yeah, so you see, that waiting for death mumbo jumbo is far too relatable. Wait, but is it relatable good? I mean, but is it? What exactly is our cinematic vision here? Wasn't it to make the audience crap themselves? Right, exactly. But I can't personally vouch for having ever crapped myself from sheer empathy alone, you know? I sure have. Yeah, speak for yourself, that's what I'm saying. That wasn't even in character. Ah, balls, I wasn't filming, and that was a perfect punchline. Can you say that again so I can record it? Please? I'm saying please. I'm saying please. There's no W involved. Sorry, I can't remember what I said 5 seconds ago at any given moment. That's actually fair. I relate. You know, maybe I don't have a flesh telephone head, but I at least relate to that part. Even what you just said there, I'm not gonna lie. I'm struggling to remember who you are. Oliver. The name's Oliver. I work at a... I don't know that word. Dilapidated cinema. I'm a total hunk. Oh, I know. Sorry. We're kind of dating, kind of filming a movie right now. Oh, kind of date. Now that's what I'm talking about. Woo! Yes. Right, groovy. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear what? Note to self, feeding Ranboo lines in intervals of exactly 5 seconds may increase authenticity of his line delivery, as you'll almost definitely think the script is happening for real. What was that? Nothing. You know, scratch that. Maybe we should get some funky environment shots and then move to another location. Aha! Speaking of funky, we should use each setting to its advantage, and this setting screams oddity to me. So you want me to scream oddity aloud? Nah, that's hardly groovy storytelling. Isn't the rule show, don't tell? So do you want me to do the dance or not? Look, I like you, Ranboo. You like me? You like me? Oh, you like me a lot, you say? But, oh crap. Something tells me that if you do the dance, our relationship will be fundamentally altered because of it. That's fair. That's fair. No, that's fair. You think a tear our bond asunder or instantly turn it hypersexual? Depends on how I react, honestly. No. Well, you need something that utilizes the uniqueness of this setting. You think you could whip up something, you know, gnarly to show the camera? I don't know, man. Are you into feet? Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Ranboo Live channel. You may be wondering, what the hell is going on right now? Well, if you're just as confused as I am, you may be thinking, you know, is this really worth it anymore? Well, I'm here to tell you that maybe it could be. I honestly don't know. You know, may also be wondering, is every stream like this? And I'd like to tell you no, but no, it could be. Yeah, no, it definitely could be. So make sure that you're followed and that you have notifications on. All right. Are you in defeat? That was not a good transition. With cautious hesitation, I urge you to continue. Well, I've probably got a cleanish sock here around here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Me only sock. Don't mind the hole. I added that myself. Lets my scabs breathe. All right. Oh man, that is gnarly. Say, where's the other one anyway? Did you lose it? No, I found this one. Man, this is prime biopic content. Can you tell me about your parents, please? Gotta get that origin story outlined. What if I don't remember my parents? Well, we could work the orphan angle. Is being an orphan fun? Take it from me, losing your parents is the most fun you'll ever have. You get to eat gruel. I do love free gruel. Nah, I'll just make something up. The orphan shtick is too cliche. We're going for originality, aren't we? Originality and or making a bathtub-sized wad of solid cash, yes. I'll just make up something tragic on the spot. All right, then. Ready when you are. My name is Ranboo. I was born and raised in an oppressive shoe factory. Day in, day out, I manufactured shoes for feet I could never even sniff. Okay, odd criteria for tragedy, but go on. The shoes themselves were made out of poverty. Okay, we get it. Your life sucks. Give us new information. I slept in a gigantic pair of clogs made for an ogre in Denmark. What era is this set in? You say that as if there ever were ogres in Denmark. Does the timeline matter? I suppose not. Besides, have you ever even been to Denmark? Not specifically, no. You see, you can't say crud then. For all you know, ogres are real and Denmark isn't. That doesn't sound correct, but I don't have enough data to refute it. Plus the... Nope. Okay, no. No, not the ogre. Damn it. Is nothing sacred to you? It's ogre lore, pal. I will not allow you to tarnish my vision. The ogre dong stays. Okay, look, not to sound rude, but this is not working. Is it too out there? Out there? Oh, pal, I'm having weird thoughts about the ogre now, and I'm getting all sweaty, and I'm honestly worried that you've awakened something in me, and I don't like it. Oh, boo-hoo. Did someone get sweaty from visualizing ogre weenus? We have a good time on this channel. Let us never think about this fabricated origin story again. Thank you. How's the film gonna start then? Maybe we need to just start later in the story? Will the audience get what happened previously without context? Do you have context that explain why a hexa-nippled isopod person with green skin and a head made out of an array of stitched together fabrics and skins is walking around? Right, let's just not bring the notion up then. I'm sure we can leave that for like a potential sequel or something. Radical, let's. All right, so after you left, whatever nondescript location you happen to have crawled out of, where'd you end up? Most of what happened next is a bit of a blur. Get that image off my screen. But I do remember one place from my past. Captivity. Wait, were you in prison? It's okay. It's not. It's a fake image. It's a fake image. It was not real image. It's okay. Save the font quick. Yes, but I wasn't actually referring to people prison. People prison? You know, jail for humans, human jail. Well, yeah, of course I meant human jail. Where else could you possibly mean? I wonder where else. The zoo! Ah, right. You meant flamingo jail. The big house. You certain this is a good place to set your tragic past? You don't think captivity is tragic enough? It's kind of hard to be truly bummed out while sitting next to a tapper? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. So you're telling me if you got excruciatingly bad news. Define excruciatingly bad. Let's say you find out your third pet rock was swept up in a tornado. Okay, that'd be absolutely heart-wrenching. Continue. If you found out about this while outside the tapper enclosure, would the mere presence of a nearby tapir really soften the blow much? I think it really hit once amount of visual proximity of, no, the tapir would do not to comfort you and you. Oh God. What's this I hear? The roar of adventure, mayhaps? Oh God, not you. Ranboo, my fatherless bipedal green friend, you've returned at last. I have not returned. I I merely came back to this location temporarily. You returned! Okay, yeah, I'm back. Bully to that, then. I say, Hey, sorry to interject. Doting, kind of boyfriend. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, do you see this? Do you see this right here? Oh my god. I don't care that we just got called fatherless. Ah, how's it hanging? Egads, another specimen. Hello, my equally featherless. Oh, that didn't say fatherless. That said featherless, didn't it? I thought it said fatherless. You know what? Fatherless was funnier in the script. What brings you to my wondrous sanctum of malicious beasts and other foul monstrosities today? Oh, nothing much, sir. I'm just documenting Ranboo. We're producing a groovy movie about his life together. My, what a thrilling notion. You know, Sonny, in a way, our goals are very much aligned. The sacrifices we make, dedicating our very lives solely to documenting the most noble of beasts, so the public may know their terrible ferocity. Ferocity, I don't know. Yeah, it's groovy. Very groovy, yes. Bully to that. Oh god, they're mingling. You know what I think would be a truly stupendous idea, my lad? Why, we should exchange information to strengthen both of our dossiers. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, that sounds gnarly. I'm in. Oh no, you shouldn't you couldn't possibly fraternize with the enemy. The enemy? Mon cher, I am just a humble documentarian, not unlike your dear Fez partner. And I must say, I do admire your choice in hatwear, my dear friend. Likewise, sir. Say, how'd you like to be in our... Oh, sorry, that was the wrong voice. Say, how'd you like to be in our film, Mr... Sorry, I didn't catch your name. You mean to say you haven't heard of me? I'm sure Oliver doesn't read Mustachioed Monthly, Theo. I've actually finished every issue from 1995 onwards, for your information. Oh. My boy, I am Theodore Rustlebelt, famed adventurer, explorer, documentarian, and zoo master. He's gonna steal our boy. No, he's not gonna steal our boyfriend. No. Unless Oliver is a terrible, awful person. No, he knows. He's okay. All right. Theodore Rustlebelt would not be able to steal our guy. All right. And yes, I would simply adore the opportunity to appear in your film as a primary source of zoological hogwash. Yes, this is the development for sure. Say, for purely cinematographical reasons, do you have any baby photos of Ranboo? I'm afraid Ranboo was no longer juvenile when he found his way into our spurnful clutches. But I do have some photos of him all natural. I'm scared. Theo, you wouldn't. Oh, that's hardly that scandalous. Ranboo's naked right now. Wait, how long have I been... Ah, drat. You're correct, my friend. Oh, that entire time. Okay. That being said, you gotta see the angle I snapped in number 4. The angle leaves very little to private imagination. Hey guys, Ranboo Live here again. I just like to formally apologize for absolutely everything. I thought that this was going to be a fun, slightly quirky game, but instead, it was simply just about laying eggs and naked phone people. So, my bad. What have I become? Anyway, let's get back to the game. May I see the Oliver? A word, please. Oh, I think we gotta... Well, we'll be right back, okay? Do return, yes. I have yet to show you the photos of Ranboo riding on his old tricycle, after all. They're so wonderfully ill-fitting. Tremendously gawkable, yes. Say, are you doing okay? You kind of flipped your lid back there. Yeah, well, duh. You were chatting with my former captor. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, Realize how that might have just looked. But hey, he said he wants to be in the movie. Isn't that? If you put him in it, I walk. Unless you, like, put devil horns on him and dub his footage to make him say dumb stuff. You know, that does give me a groovy segue into the golden question. The golden question? Well, yeah. We gotta consider villainy. Are you saying we have to consider a life of crime? Right, I'm sold. We just need a gun, a getaway ride. Nary an old woman shall be shared from our combined mugging wrath. How'd we get to... No granny mugging. We're discussing cinema. What I meant to ask was, is our movie gonna have some kind of a maniacal villain? Don't most stories have villains? Yeah, I mean, most successful stories tend to have some kind of hurdle for the protagonist to overcome, you know? There's very seldom character development to be had merely loafing around, vegetating in trash, after all. Aw, no crime. Don't you want to join me in the trash, you know, holding hands? Okay, maybe that can't be an entire scene, but I could squeeze it in somehow to excuse us shooting it. Maybe. Ah, yay. But does that truly sound like the makings of a compelling story to you? Maybe. I gotta overcome something first. So my debauchery feels deserved or even earned. You might just be onto something. Well, what's the alternative? Well, back on the villain train, it is a fact that almost every story has a grand antagonist of some kind. All action comedies have bad guys, after all. That must be it then. After all, an action comedy is the artsiest genre. I'm telling you, all great stories have antagonists. Right, most real-world love stories feature mother-in-laws. Yeah, now you're getting it. What you need is a nemesis. Who could that be? Well, wouldn't Theodore seem like an obvious candidate? Nah, I don't want him in my story at all. I don't know, man. Ground yourself. Think about how hammy that dude is. He'd bring a lot of gnarly energy to the role. And give him the satisfaction? Hard pass. Well, alright. You pitch a villain then. Who do you see as the villain of your story? Little Billy. We gotta get Little Billy. Dump him? No, he is the love of my life. Okay, look, I'd love to take that brat down a peg, but this is your story, not mine. Oh, come on, don't remember what I told you on the subway? That yard high, that yard high piece of crap got me arrested for child labor law violations. Sure he did. Oh, yeah. What a runty scallywag. I know, right? How very rude of him. Salutations! Might you need some assistance? No! We've got it all under control, Theo. Hurl thine self from our proximity. Thank you. Right-ho! Fully to that, then. I say we just have you prance around in spandex and call it a day. Okay, that's a deal breaker. Why? What's wrong with spandex? You do not want to see how the first incarceration of this movie turned out. This is your second attempt at this? This sounds like something you should have mentioned sooner. I was hoping that if I pretended it never happened, eventually I'd just forget. I can still hear the stretching of spandex against my groin in my nightmares. Ah, sorry to hear that. In mine, it's just the familiar screams. Far less emotionally complicated. Ah, hell, maybe this is pointless. I mean, can we really reduce the struggle depicted in a complex narrative down to a single antagonist? What if the true villain was society? I'm not sure that a film we're trying to market to the general public should be about how unpleasant the target audience is. No. Hear me out. Maybe it's the people's perception of me. I can't see it, right, because I'm me. And you can't see it because it's a view you don't happen to share. Huh, maybe you're right. Yeah, I think we need some complicated exposition shots showing... Ah, screw it. I'll just start the movie with a paragraph of Comic Sans text on a solid color background. Yes! With the expedition out of the way, we can just focus on the action-y stuff. Oh, see, there's the issue. There's the issue. Define action, because technically decomposing is an action. Let's say General movement or activity? Yeah, no, that's not me. Oh, come on. Surely there's some way we can use this groove. I do not know what that word said. Aho! What we need is the footage of your daring escape. It's the ideal action narrative point, the missing link. How's about we ask Theo for the CCTV footage? Firstly, let's never speak to him again. That's my suggestion. Right. And secondly, I might have coated the lens of the nearest camera to my enclosure with silly putty. What? Why did you? To cover my tracks, of course. Oh, right. Duh. Didn't Theo notice that you were missing, though? Nah, I just left a burlap sack of potatoes in my bed. Wow, this place really is a sneaky lemur or a particularly crafty dingo could get out of here, no problem. Where do you think I got the idea? Theo sucks, agreed. Huh. Okay, so, crazy suggestion here. What if you entered one of the nearby enclosures and I just filmed you climbing out, all willy-nilly? We could totally just slap a camera overlay onto it, pass that off as your actual daring escape. You realize that almost every movie is just people lying on camera, right? What audience believes are forgery, though? That's true. Every stream is also just lying on camera as well. You know? I'm actually 80 years old. I just took really, really good care of my skin. What audiences believe anything we filmed so far? Right, sold. Let's do it. Right, excellent. It's time to climb out of the enclosure. So, to our left, the noble alpaca enclosure. Sound good to you? Are alpacas friendly? I don't know. I've never been lost in the mountains of Peru, and they don't tend to walk around the city much. You are ill-experienced when it comes to handling alpacas. Yeah, it's definitely a skill I tend to embellish on my resume. Right, so what's in front of us then? Judging from the cardboard cutout, emu. That's not ideal. I've been closer to an emu than I have to an alpaca, admittedly. They're kind of like feathered dinos. Swans are also feathered dinos, in fairness. Guys, we get to escape from an emu. Right, but imagine a man-sized swan. It is terrifying. With a gun for a head. Right, I've heard enough. We were fools for thinking to weaponize them. They weaponized the emus? If another emu war kicks off, we'll be annihilated. Okay. Emu enclosure. I want to see the gun for a head. I want to see the emu gun. All right, it's time to take the plunge. Door is now emu proof as of 05/07/15. Never again. All right, I've made contact with the soil. Oh, wait, that's not the voice. Sorry. I seem to be in uncharted land, a new frontier. You're in the emu enclosure. Yep. You getting this? Yeah, you look generally lost. Outstanding. Yes. I get a jump scare whenever I look at myself in this game. What now? Well, if this is your daring escape, I guess the next step for you is to, you know, escape? Right. How do I do that? Well, oh, right. Ground dips, doesn't it? Yeah, of course it's deeper on the inside. If I could climb out from the inside, an emu could jump it, no problem. When do we kiss Oliver? I don't know, hopefully soon. This is certainly a mild predicament. I could always just open the zookeeper door and let you out. That wouldn't look very cinematic. Does any of this? Fair. All right, point made. Now let me out. Oh no! Oliver! Oliver, are you getting this? If this is the emu that's now located right before you, then yes, I'm very much getting this. Oliver, am I in danger? Do you think it's aggressive? I think it's an emu. Oliver, this is no joke. Need I remind you of the Great Emu War? Emus have won 100% of all wars they have fought with mankind. One war, and they destroyed us. This one has a gun. It seems docile enough. War seldom changes, Fezman. All right. I'll get the gate open in a moment. Uh-oh. Oh God, it's just standing there, menacingly. I somehow doubt that emus are capable of malicious Oliver, I think it's attempting to trap me here. You could step around it. Oliver, I think the emu is working with Theodore. Dude, just step around. Oliver, I must duel for my freedom. Hold on. Right, camera's in focus. Do what you have to. Well, you punched an emu. And I'll do it again in a heartbeat. God, I love you.
What do you say? What do you say? Oh my god.
What did he just say? What did he just... Did he just... Guys? I need a second. Yes! We did it! Yes! Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes! We did it! I mean, yeah, Groovy, this is good stuff. Dude, this footage is top notch. This is totally the last piece of footage we needed. Our ace in the hole. You really think so? I mean, it might be kind of hard to portray the footage as a heroic moment since the raw footage is just heartbreaking footage of you assaulting a massive but docile cotton ball with legs. But I'm sure with a few jump cuts, some borrowed shots from Stanley Dawson's Attack of the Emus, I can string something compelling together. So that's it? Yeah, I think we're done here. To be frank, I'm a bit worried that Theodore might press charges against us, considering you just assaulted one of his specimens. Oh, please, he loves punching animals. I'm sure he punches emus constantly. Invite him to the premiere. He'd adore this trash. Right. Kiss now. I know. We'll get there, chat. We'll get there. Okay, everyone calm down. Okay, we'll get there. All right. Right. Okay. I guess that's one guaranteed patron for opening night. Oh, man, am I pumped to get this movie finished. Abso-heckin-lutely stoked. I gotta get back to the cinema. Get to editing this for tomorrow night. I am not gonna be getting any sleep tonight. But hey, I'm sure that if I go long enough without sleep, I'll be too out of it to feel the impending sting of failure, right? Hey, before you go, I wanted to ask you something. Oh, shoot. What's on the cards, my groovy dude? So the cinema's like definitely haunted, right? Allegedly definitely haunted. Yeah, why? Has anyone ever like died in the building during its operation? Oh, now that you mention it. Yeah, there might have been an incident or two. Nothing out of the ordinary though. Uh-huh. Big Bertha might have flattened the last projectionist to perform maintenance on her. Flattened? Rolled right over him, yeah. Turned him into a red pancake. Wait, did you say incident or two? Like plural? So no kiss? This is more important right now. Yeah, Big Bertha also kind of tore another maintenance guy's arm off. Then flattened him. When that didn't kill him, when in doubt, flatten the repair guy, as they say. Who says that? Who says that, Oliver? There was also the time Big Bertha rolled through the wall of the projection room and flattened some of the audience. Dude, what? Rolled right over him. Oh my god. That doesn't sound right. Hey, now, Big Bertha's our pride and joy. Mr. Dickens did right, splurging on a beautiful secondhand antique projector. Secondhand? Who sold him the machine? A friendly witch doctor who was hosting a yard sale. Dude, the cinema's haunted. In your opinion, it is definitely haunted. Let's just agree to disagree. No, let's not. Right, then I'll be off. Oh, parting is such sweet sorrow. But hey, I'll see you at the premiere tomorrow. Right? You know it, baby. Provided I don't need to buy a ticket, of course. Perish the thought, friendo. I'll even scoop up some floor corn for you to scarf down if you come. Right, sold. See you then, partner. Movie date? Let's go. Boy, what a day. You punched an emu. I did it for Oliver. For cinema itself. I mean, did you though? Did you really? And what's that supposed to mean, bub? I mean, are you really certain that this movie is going to achieve anything other than being a resounding flop? Well, Oliver has faith in it, so, you know, I do too. Friendo, he literally said, I love you. No, chat. Chat, he literally said, I love you. That outweighs the friendo at the end. Okay? It is not possible, unless his emotions switch on a dime, for him to go from the beginning of the conversation and then switch during the end of the conversation. Okay? Unless it's platonic, though. I called him hot! What do you mean? Okay. All right. Come on, guys. Get it together. Get it together. He's relying on a miracle, though. It's blind faith. I get that in the air, that place is practically opaque, but he doesn't seem to see any further than his own. But he's not doing this for himself. He's doing it for Mr. Dickens. Do you think that Mr. Dickens really believes in Oliver? I'm sure he does. I mean, he's given Oliver so much, right? Right, so it's completely in character for him to indulge Oliver and give him a last-ditch attempt to save the cinema, knowing he'll lose nothing if the movie flops. I'm sure Mr. Dickens just doesn't have the heart to tell Oliver that it's pointless. Oh. Oh. All right, you disembodied destroyer of dreams. What's your point then, eh? What do you want me to do? I don't know. Maybe try to temper Oliver's expectations at the premiere tomorrow? You can let him down gently, so he has time to come to terms with its inalienable failure. Is that the right thing to do? Part of loving someone is being honest, even when you know they won't want to hear it. You really should have a discussion with him about the finished movie. Remind him of his other prospects, that everything will be okay if the movie flops on account of it being weird and low budget. What's the use? Go to sleep, you lummox? You can think more about this tomorrow. I agree with that sentiment fully, minus the thinking later bit. Good night, my ethereal maiden. Wait, I'm not a girl. Yes.